I had graduated college with a computer science degree. My wife, she got a nice job at a software company, and we were going to try to stay in the town that we graduated from. I was like job searching for like a full year. I got hired at a company finally after a year. 3 weeks into that job, I got, COVID hits and I get laid off. And I'm like, oh,
Dude.
But then I managed to find this contract position, like working as like an IT assistant at a data center, right? And I knew that that contract was limited, and I knew that my time was going to be up after that, right? And man, it was like very long shifts, 10-hour shifts, an hour away from where I live, where I'm just like roaming these empty data centers and browsing Reddit and scheming and dreaming and thinking like, man, what am I going to do after this? And I think what really gave me the push though, because I was like talking to a bunch of producers on Reddit, and I was like learning about selling beats. That was something I didn't even know existed before, that time period. But really it was like, afterwards, I was telling my wife, like, look, until I can find another job, this is something that I want to focus on. And really quickly, she was actually the one that told me, like, well, if you're gonna do this, like, you should do this. Like, your music is getting good. You should really buckle down and make this your main priority, because like, like, the job market is shit. Like, you may as well really go all in. And I'm so glad that she really, like, bet on me, I suppose, because, like, I don't know, I feel like it's almost unsensible to really go at music. It feels like such a pipe dream until you really get into it, and then you kind of see, like, oh, there's a whole industry here. There's a whole business. Like, people do this, and you can too if you're willing to really put in the work, right? You know?
Yeah, no, and I love the fact that like you had somebody push you, especially like your spouse. Do you think you would have went as hard? Let's just say her approval was neutral. Let's just say she
Yeah.
didn't say any of that, and it was just extremely neutral. It wasn't a yes, wasn't a no. Do you think you would have went as hard, or do you think just having like that extra support from like the person you love was like, hell yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Man, I think it kind of put the right amount of pressure on my shoulders,
Yeah.
because quite honestly, it's like, man, I had parents that really wanted me to be a software engineer, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and also like, I'm a pretty sensible dude. Like, of course, I was thinking like, well, this could be a good side hustle or whatnot, right? But she was the one that kind of convinced me, like, no, this could be your main hustle. And I knew, like, well, she knew before I did. She knew really what I knew in the back of my mind, which was that, like, I don't want to work in software, man. I want to work in music. I want to make
Yeah,
bangers every day.
of course.
And I feel like that goal of just like, I just want to make enough off of my music so that I can fuck off and make music all day, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's so big to me. But I think that it was really good, because I don't think I would have, I think I would have still tried to be like job searching and doing all this, where the moment I stepped into music production, I was working harder at music than I ever did during my time getting a computer science degree, during my time, working in software. It really put me in the hot seat of like, this is the way that you're going to be earning, so you need to make this happen, right? And I think that with that, I was just like working like 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, just like really trying to figure it out. And I think that it made me really look at things super practically, and actually like really do my homework on how this was going to work, and really put together a solid foundational like business plan before leaping into it, right? So I don't know. I think she definitely helped me, like, convince me to really like give it the time that I needed to get this off the ground. And then once I was in it, it was like, oh well, the pressure's on. This is how I'm gonna be doing it, right? Like, yeah.